loves, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I totally just Marilyn Monroe'd you. Welcome back. My name is Latoya Ebony. If you're new, take a look around, subscribe. We've got hair care, we've got fashion, we've got vlogs. We have a lifestyle, okay, over here. And today, I'm gonna be talking about my hair. Her name is Zoe. Yeah, she's under this bonnet. I'm getting reacclimated to my hair after having it locked for 3.5 months. Don't at me, okay? And I am really anxious to show you guys my wash day routine, what my hair is looking like, and also just doing a simple style. So we're doing a twist out with some perm rods at the end so that I can get a very fluffy twist out today. So if you're interested in that, keep watching. Hey love. Today I'm gonna give Zoe a much needed wash after having Faux Locs in for over 3 months. I'm definitely looking forward to this. I rarely get in the shower these days without something to watch or listen to, so my phone is joining me. I'm also gonna try some new products gifted to me by the TPH team, and I may give this treatment mask from Kim Kimble a try if needed. It honestly feels so good to wet my hair loose without the added weight of Faux Locs. My hair feels really healthy, but I know I've still got a lot of shed hair to remove. If you missed my Faux Loc tutorial, I'll link it below. I shed a decent amount of hair in that video. Even still, I'm using my hands to gently pull out more hair that wasn't removed by the comb earlier. I'm beginning with this shampoo because it's labeled as a detox shampoo. Though I hadn't had much scalp dandruff, I know that months of spray leave-in conditioner, old product, and regular conditioner must still be sitting on the surface of my hair, and that has got to go. The first wash, I'm focusing heavily on my scalp to make sure the buildup is removed. Once my scalp feels clean, I do a thorough rinse, trying my best to keep my hair stretched. For my second shampoo, I'm using an oldie but a goodie. This one is by Shea Moisture, and it has a much higher percentage of butter and oil at the top of the ingredient list. I chose this one because the detox shampoo definitely gave me that naked hair feeling, and I wanted a second shampoo that would deposit oil back onto my hair. I'm also working to finish what I have. Granted, my hair product collection is so much smaller than most of the other content creators I've seen, but I've still got work to do. I want to be intentional with what I acquire so that I'm not creating clutter and unnecessary waste. You'll notice on this wash, I focus a lot more on the lengths of my hair. Once my hair is rinsed thoroughly, I'll move on to the conditioner. Now for the conditioner. This one is definitely on the thicker side of conditioners, which makes sense considering the shampoo is a detoxifying one. I'd even go as far as to say you probably don't need a deep conditioner if that's a part of your usual wash routine. I'm going to skip the deep conditioner today and reevaluate what my hair needs for the next wash routine. Once the conditioner is thoroughly applied, I'm getting to work detangling. Today I'm using a combination of my fingers and a good old wide tooth comb. Now, today's session is going to take some time. I mean, my hair was braided for 14 weeks. That's a long time to accumulate some knots. All I have to say is work in sections, be patient, and listen to a TV show, music, or a podcast. It definitely helps. With the patience of Mother Teresa, I detangled, rinsed, and twisted each section just like old times. And for those of you wondering, my arm size did not come from detangling my hair, but from a long line of strong women with a mean backhand slap. On a serious note, this will take patience. That's why I find things that I enjoy to bring in the shower with me. Binge watch my YouTube videos if you want, or jam out to oldies. Just get a magnet like mine to mount your phone on. I'll link it below. Once each section is detangled and rinsed, I twist it and pin it up. Good morning! My hair ended up back in a puff after getting a last-minute audition. This means I'll have some extra detangling to do. Today, I'm using some water and a misting bottle, alligator clips, a leave-in, moisturizer, and an oil. I like to begin in the back with a section of hair. I mist it with water, then apply my chosen products. Now, it took me a while to get used to layering so many products again, but I wanted to give this line a try in the old way I did my hair. I'll eventually get the layering the way I want, but for now, just know that I'm applying products, twisting my hair, and rolling the ends into perm rods. Again, ignore the order that I apply the products, but note that there are some sections of hair that I will begin detangling from the ends and others where I comb the roots first. The reasoning behind this is simple. On the sections that I have more root tangles, I like to push the tangles lower so that I can approach them again from the ends up. The important thing to me is to make sure that I'm not ripping through my hair to detangle with a comb. My hair is mostly stretched, so this method is easier for me to do. I'm not recommending this to anyone, I'm just sharing what I've done. When a small section is detangled, I 2-strand twist and roll the ends with a perm rod. Sometimes I have to redo the twist because the hair is too wet and reverted, but I think you get the picture. If you want a super defined twist out, don't wet the hair as much and use smaller sections. I've got a detailed video that I will link down below. Eventually, I settled on layering the leave-in conditioner, then the moisturizer, and then the oil as a test trial. Normally, I'd only use the moisturizer because it has oil infused into the formulation, but it was fun to go back to an old technique. At this point, you've probably got the hang of what I'm doing, so I'll let you enjoy the music as I twist. I have to apologize, but I forgot to turn on my mic for this section. Essentially, I was showing you the back of my head and giving you a first impression of the TPH line. Generally, I'd have to say that I don't have a full review because it's my first time using the products and I'm not working with a brand in that capacity. The thing that stood out to me is the fragrance because it has a very strong floral perfume scent. I like the flexibility of the packaging, but the oil was difficult to get out of the small hole in the top. And the products feel good so far, very similar to the higher butter concentrated products that I'm used to. But overall, you better love fragrance because it's prevalent. It is time for the final reveal. I have slept with my hair overnight. I have also gone to the gym with my bonnet on, you guys. Yes, she's an OG over here. And my roots feel slightly damp, but very, it was a lifting workout and a little bit of cardio. It wasn't too much, thankfully. I used an elastic around my perm rods to keep them back. I think I only did one. And then I used these hair clips to also keep my hair back so that I didn't have to worry about my perm rods falling in my eyes. And, ooh, there's another one. What is this? What is this? Bam, we got it. So I think I'm just gonna start from one side and then, you know, keep going and pray. Pray that these products did their job. Pray that I think it's gonna look good regardless. I don't mind frizzy hair, but you know, let's just see. Now, oh God, whenever I'm taking out a twist out, especially with perm rods or something special I'm doing, I'm always a little nervous, and working with some new products, so I'm just like, ciao, we gon' see. And I need a trim. I need to do so many things to my hair, including a really good deep condition session. Ooh, not bad, not bad. Now my hair was a lot wetter than I normally like to do for a twist out. For like a really good twist out, I have a video on how to get the perfect defined twist out. You really want to start with hair that is pretty dry. However, not being able to, you know, prep my hair in the same way due to, I had an audition and I like immediately had to put it in a bun, which is why it ended up in the puff that it did. But you know, when I'm usually prepping my hair, I put it in twists, I stretch it out, I make sure that it's stretched and dry before I start this particular kind of process. Ooh, but what I can say, and I know I'm jumping all over the place, but my hair feels good. It feels really nice. It's really soft. Okay. I feel like I could have used less product. And maybe that's because I've been so used to using like no topper oil on my hair and like a butter and a leave-in and all that. Like I've found a way to really just use like one product. So maybe that's why it feels extra waxy, but it's not like a bad feeling. It's a feeling that I'm used to from before I did the 30-day hair detox. So, I mean, if you like that feeling, this might be a good, it might be a good line for you. Let me see. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. See, this is why you don't take your twist out the way that I was just trying to rip through them like that. See, you can get little knots at the ends. You can totally ruin your look, so. It's a little bit of trial and error when it comes to twist outs, but yeah, this is what I like to do. I like to unravel them. Basically unravel them the opposite way as the twist is going, so that I can avoid that knot that could sometimes catch at the ends when you're using perm rods. Like, so I'm kind of winding it as I'm pulling through. And that just helps with the pull. But of course, if you're like me and your ends need to be trimmed, this is also what it could look like. Let me see. Honestly, it feels really good. Let me see. Don't get lazy with the technique, y'all. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through, make sure that they're all out, and then I think I wanna do some separating. I am very aware that separating is gonna create pretty much an afro because, one, my hair was not like pretty much dry when I started. There was a lot of product, there was a lot of reversion happening, which is why the twist out turned out this way. Two, because I do need a trim, and you know, my ends, they need some work, so it's going to create some frizziness, some excess frizziness, And 3, the size of the twist that I chose. They weren't exactly small enough to get like that defined look that some of you may be looking for. This is why I wanted more of that fluffy look. I kind of said that in the beginning. I've done so many twist outs. I already know how it's gonna be, but I am explaining it to you guys for, you know, your knowledge, and so that you can understand the frame of mind that I'm in when I think I've had a quote-unquote failed style versus, you know, kind of knowing how it's going to turn out based on the technique that I used. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these out and, you know, we're gonna chat. Let me show you all. Let me show you. I feel like I'm losing light. So hopefully that helped a little bit. Lord, I'm over here untwisting my hair all off camera, but let me just give you guys a view of what it looks like, and then I can kind of chat with you about what I did. Okay, so as you guys can see, me with the perm rods at the ends without a trim and all of that, it kind of made the ends a little bit raggedy. So thankfully, thank you, Mother Shrinkage. Eventually this is going to revert and I'm gonna have like a fuller afro, and I love the look. I love it. So technically I probably could have kept it the way that it was, and over time it would have just gave me the fro that I'm looking for. So if you're looking for the style to last longer, do less separating. That's kind of like a rule of thumb. You know, the more you separate, the more it creates a surface area around the hair, the more that the humidity in the air will be able to surround the strands, which would promote shrinkage or your hair to revert in its natural state. So, you know, for me, like I kind of wanted this to be more of like an instant hairstyle, so I separated a lot, and also I like the idea of my hair like reverting and getting a fluffy kind of semi-frizzy-esque afro. Now what I don't like are ends that need to be trimmed. So in this particular instance, what I didn't like were the ends. I didn't like how defined the ends were, but I actually wasn't that concerned with the rest of the strand. So eventually I would just go in and separate just the ends and kind of leave the rest alone, and then, you know, go ahead and fluff. Thankfully, my hair will revert. The ends won't be as bad tomorrow. You know, if you want to see an update, follow me on Instagram. I'm usually on stories, and I kind of like to update you guys there because obviously I'm editing this in advance and I'd like to get this out to you in a particular time frame. So follow me on Instagram at Latoya Ebony so that you can keep up with me and my hair, and then just my everyday life, what I'm doing outside of the videos here. Also on TikTok. My hair feels incredibly soft. I can definitely feel the grease, the oil, you know, but I'm okay with it. I'm used to it. I think it feels really nice and soft. So next I'm going to be doing like probably a deep conditioning session, and then I believe I want to maybe flat iron my hair and give myself a trim. I think that's gonna be my next major step so that I'm not having mishaps like this where my ends are looking a little ragged when I'm trying to get a style. Anyway, I love sharing it all, the good, the bad, the ugly, the everything. So if you enjoyed this, go ahead and subscribe. My next video may or may not be a vlog, but if it is, I have been finding ways to incorporate hair care into every vlog. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the direction things are going in, okay? I will see you all in a couple days. Love ya. Mwah.